Testing, testing. We're live and exclusive. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Sports. We are out in Germany, I believe, for the second semi-final between Callum Smith and the late replacement, Nicky Holzken, for a place in the final of the World Super Series tournament. Very quickly, as we know, Bremer pulled out the fight, saying he had a flu. I hope you all can hear me out there. Good evening, by the way. Bremer pulled out, saying he had the flu. So now we have this fight for Callum Smith. And on paper, and based on what I've seen, I see no reason whatsoever why Nicky Holzken should be beating Callum Smith. Let's be honest. Let's be absolutely honest here. Nicky Holzken should not be beating Callum Smith tonight, based on a number of factors. The clear boxing ability of Callum Smith at this level, I believe. That Smith has been tested over and over again at this level. And at this level, he's never been found wanting.
Welcome to Nuremberg, Germany, for the featured bout of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the World Boxing Super Series semifinal and the WBC Super Middleweight Diamond Belt. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all being brought to you courtesy of Highlight Event and Entertainment, Modern Times Group, and Team Sauerland.
So there you got it.
This bout is sanctioned under the auspices of the Austrian Boxing Federation. President and Commissioner Marian Palatine.
Shout out to my man, the announcer, Mr. Demianti. What a great man Demianti is. If you ever check out this man's traveling around the world, the MC for the night, tremendous character, goes around the world, does lots of traveling. Really, really fun, lots of stuff. Yes, evening to the people in the room. Angel Blackwell X, Shoaib Hud, and Realistic Boxing, and those from around the world. And I hope you can hear me clearly tonight. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't see Nicky Holzken. He has no reason whatsoever to be beating Callum Smith tonight, based on Callum Smith's boxing ability. He's got a decent jab. You know, he's got good power. And at this level, he's tested and he's proven at this level, Callum Smith. For Nicky Holzken, the things you need to worry about Nicky Holzken, he's got a big right hand, big looping right hand, and is dangerous up close, Nicky Holzken. But downside of it, Nicky Holzken doesn't move his head, much like Callum Smith. Walks straight. He doesn't mind taking a jab or two. Doesn't mind taking punches to land his own, which fine. That's what he'll have to do against Callum Smith. But I don't think Nicky Holzken's fought anyone near remotely. So you look at his record there, which is great. Everybody he's fought the natural Nicky Holzken. 13 fights, 13 wins, 10 by KO. But who's he fought and who's he beaten is the question. And it's all well and good doing it kickboxing and then coming over boxing part-time and doing stuff. But this isn't a part-time sport. You know, you can get seriously hurt in the sport. As with kickboxing, I've heard he's been a world champion. I'm not disrespecting Nicky Holzken. One person said to me over YouTube that they felt I was being very disrespectful. I'm not being disrespectful, but remember, Callum Smith was meant to be fighting Jürgen Bremer. And Jürgen Bremer, a former world champion, a very good champion at that time, Jürgen Bremer. And at his peak, he was a very good champion, I felt, as well. Very underrated, slick southpaw skills, good puncher, good boxing skills. You can't compare Jürgen Bremer to Nicky Holzken. So when I'm talking about styles and matchups, Bremer can look after himself in the ring. He can box, he can punch, he can move. You know, he's a good all-round boxer, Bramer. The only question mark about Bramer was his age, wear and tear, and when the going gets tough as he's been older, would he pull out or would he back out in a big fight against someone like Callum Smith? I thought Jurgen Bramer stood a very good chance against Callum Smith because Callum Smith doesn't like pressure. Callum Smith, for him to win this fight, has got to take the center ring, use the left jab, and just pepper the Holzken with the jab. Stay in the center ring. Don't allow Holzken. Use that long reach. He's got 6'3" versus 5'10", 5'11". Use the left jab. Keep him on the outside of the jab. Don't let Holzken bum rush him. And hit him early to the body. Let Holzken know exactly what it's about. Yeah? Let him know what it's about. As for Holzken, don't let Smith settle. Get onto Smith's chest and bang away. Don't care where you hit him. Your head, the body, just whack him. But if I were him, Holzken, I'd work Smith's body. Work Smith's body. Keep him trapped against the ropes. Smith can't fight with his back against the ropes. Understand that. Smith generates a lot of his power coming forward, using jab, lots of momentum. Not a very good inside fighter. But we're going to see now. I expect this fight to go 4 or 5 rounds. Smith landing a body shot, and then Holzken fall into the canvas. That's what I expect to see. But this is boxing. This is boxing. And if Holzken were to turn around and upset Callum Smith, you know, I can't say I highly rate Callum Smith, but at this level of boxing, he should deal with Holzken. He really should. Referees just up. And here we go. Round 1, Holzken versus Smith. It's on. Smith taking center ring as we want to see. Behind the left jab. Bang, bang. Left jab. That's Smith. Taking center ring. Holzken just tight guard, which you expect. And inching forward on Smith. Smith must not allow Holzken to get any sort of confidence. Holzken tries a big left hook there. Smith's got to be careful. He's got to beat the confidence out of Holzken early. Hit him and hurt him early. Smith, jab, jab, jab. And the right hand, but Holzken blocks that. Smith, after a fast start behind his left jab, as expected. Find his range and find left jab and already rocks Holzken back. Big right hand over the top from Holzken. Smith just pulls his chin out of the way. Like he's got to watch for the right hand over the top. That's what Holzken's going to be looking for. The right hand over the top. Here we go. Smith back to the ropes. And Holzken's there. And Smith, here goes Holzken with a body shot. And down goes Holzken. Not because he got hit with a punch, but because he got a bit ambitious. And fell over. But he's up now. And back he comes against Holzken. Is going to be very dangerous with Smith's back against the ropes. If there's any weakness for Smith, it's when his back's against the ropes. If he allows Holzken to get boxed, that sort of fight against him, he'll be in trouble tonight. So he must keep off the ropes and show his class and show why he is one of the best super middleweights in the world. I'm not one who believes that at the moment he still has to prove it to me, Smith. He's fought nobody remotely in the top 10 to say he's one of the best in the world. Potentially he could be, but he's got to get rid of people like Holzken. Holzken are backing Smith to the ropes. I think about Smith, I do not like at times is he's a bit one-paced. So he throws the same sort of punches all the time. Right hand over the top. Holzken's looking for the right hand over the top. Smith tries a right hand. Holzken's blocked it. Left up to the right. There's the little body shot there from Smith. That was nice. Holzken is not intimidated by Callum Smith whatsoever. And here goes Holzken. Tries that big right hand over top, as I said. Looping right hand. Smith tries a double jab and then throws a double left hook behind it. Both guys now take center stage to set in the ring. Smith, again, behind the jab. Bab, jab, jab. Right hand over the top by Holzken. Holzken's more ambitious than Smith at the moment. I'd like to see Smith put a 1-2, one and right hand straight down the pipe with Holzken. Rather than trying to find a right hand over the top, go through the middle. Right hand again. Smith. Holzken blocking Smith's right hand round the corner. Smith's got to straighten that right hand, not go through the middle. The good right hand there from Smith. Holzken, as I said, doesn't mind taking some punches to come in, and that's what he's doing at the moment. Smith ties him up. Smart move there from Smith. End of the first round. Happy birthday, Shoaib. It's a lot of people's birthday today. Trap Media, how you doing, my friend? End of round 1. Did start a little late on this tonight, but unfortunately, been caught up in other stuff on the other side of the other channel with our entertainment channel. Let's go back to the round. You can actually come over the top with the right hand. That's where Smith is vulnerable. And that's where Holzken seemed to be going for Smith. That right hand over the top. I believe that is Mr. Gassiev in the audience there. Gassiev, who had a fantastic 12th round knockout of Dorticus. And he faces Alexander Usyk in an absolute mouth-watering clash in the final for the cruiserweights. Well, back to this fight, the super middleweights, round 2. Smith again, jab, jab, jab. Jab again from Smith. Holzken come forward, 2 body shots. That's where he's got to go, Holzken, the body shots. Right hand, left hand. Between the 2 guys at the moment, I have to be honest, Smith now Vantre back to the ropes. And then comes out. Holzken throws a combination. Between the 2 guys at the moment. Oh, no, he goes to the body shot there, Smith. Digs another body shot in. Question is, how big a puncher is Callum Smith at world level? And is Holzken, I've said everything I've said about him, is this guy an elite level? Is he European level? Is he British level? Is Callum Smith going to just take him a few rounds? Is Smith looking to destroy him in a couple? What's the game plan for tonight? At the moment, between the 2 guys, Holzken, believe it or not, is the guy that's executing the game plan that I expect. Smith looks for 1 pace and 1-2 there from Holzken. Smith back against the ropes. 1-2 from Smith. Still very 1 pace for Callum Smith. There's no energy in his work. Just jab, jab, jab. Right, and no energy, no sort of like about the business, Smith. It looks like if Smith is waiting for Holzken to do things and then him counter off that, rather than him be the established boxer and taking control of the fight. Maybe Smith is taking a long look at Holzken before he decides to commit, which is fine. 1-2 through the middle from Smith. Expected there. That's good stuff there. Now to the body from Smith. Jab, jab from Smith. And again, another jab from Smith. Right hand over the top from Holzken, as expected. He's just looking for Smith. Good uppercut for the middle from Smith. But I don't see Smith landing devastating shots. It looks like very tap-tap punches. Nice body shot there from Smith. Sneak that in well. Holzken tapped his body. Says, come on. Right hand over top from Smith. No, beautiful uppercut from Smith there. Holzken took that. Good shot from Smith. That had a bit more passion behind it. You can see he dug that uppercut in there. Thought about it. Beautiful uppercut from Smith there. Holzken took that. Smith suddenly starts to move through another gear here. Maybe because Holzken hit with that right hand earlier. Uppercut from Smith. Smith starting to pick shots now in round 2. Second uppercut he's hit Holzken with. End of the round. That's true. Yeah, domestic level, not British. That's a good point. Thank you very much for correcting me there, Mr. Malik. Yeah, Holzken, at the last 30 seconds, Smith seemed to go into another gear. I do say Smith's very one-paced, but, you know, he picked some nice shots there against Holzken. And there is to me, there should be a class gap between Holzken and Smith. There should be. I don't know if they're kind of be very cautious and taking their time, but you could see the jab there from Smith. Holzken threw the right hand over the top. You see, when Holzken threw the right hand over the top at Smith, watch this. He throws the jab, and then the right hand. There's a nice left hook there as well from Holzken. When Smith is opening up, that's where believe it or not, where he's most vulnerable. Because if he gets the other guy can hit him back. Like you throw a jab and there's a right hand over the top, Holzken's waiting for him there. Right hand over the top. Smith has to be careful of the right hand over the top. He's got hit with the same punch over and over again. Throws a jab, right hand over the top from Holzken. He's got to be careful. I don't know how big a puncher Holzken is, but Smith doesn't want to find out how big a puncher Holzken is. He really doesn't. Uppercut there from Smith. Good shot. I'll tell you something right now. If Callum Smith boxes George Groves like this, at this pace, and dropping that left jab, George will put him with a right hand over the top very quickly, and Smith will be looking up at the lights. I'm telling you, Smith cannot afford to be dropping that left hand. Really can't. And it's lowering, it's dropping, and it's an opening there for Holzken. Double up, left uppercut there from Smith. Holzken takes it, comes forward, now rattles two body shots off and a headshot to Smith, who just backs up against the ropes. Smith is ineffective against a back against the rope. He's back against the ropes. I've said it. Now he digs a nice body shot in there, Smith. Holzken's taking his shots at the moment. I will give Holzken some credit. Now he's tighter. His defense is very tight. And he's only getting picked off by the uppercuts, which are cracking shots from Smith. The right hands are keep cuffing Holzken round his gloves. A nice uppercut from Smith again. Holzken pushes Smith off. Smith against the ropes, and here comes Holzken again. Throws a right hand. Smith is doing more work. Nice body shot inside there from Smith. Well, Holzken showing grit and determination, getting hit with a straight right hand through the middle. Nice shot there from Smith. I think Smith's going to grind Holzken here down. Just steadily landing body shots. Just has to be careful of the right hand over the top. Holzken throws a left hook there. Smith looks to the referee. I don't know why. Nice dig, good body shot in there, Smith. I didn't know that. I didn't think that was low. That looked borderline to me. So short kind of uppercut there on the belt there. And Holzken was saying it was a body shot, low blow. I wasn't so sure about that. Looks a good shot from Smith. FIFA and more. Why listen? Why not watch? Says Charm HBG. Well, why are you listening? Why are you telling everyone not to listen and you are listening? You don't make no sense. Zelfa's just been beat. Okay. Well, I think I did a commentary on standing 8 count. I think I did commentary on Zelfa. I think I made my point very clear on Zelfa. So no surprise there. Again, let's look at his body shot again. There's a nice uppercut inside there. I think Smith's body shots are affecting Holzken in the sense that he's feeling them. I know he's not showing he's feeling, but he's feeling them in the sense that there is a how would I go? This is round 4. I would say that Smith is a nice jab again from Smith. Here comes Holzken, throws a wild set of combination to Smith. Smith beats his chest, stands right in front of Holzken as he throws a combination, wild combination in round 4. And now Holzken is showboating in front of Smith. Oh, it's become macho now. Smith doesn't want to get caught up into all this stuff. The things that Holzken has got on his side is that he has been a watcher. Great uppercut inside again from Smith. The thing he has got on his side is that he has been a world champion. Even if it's kickboxing, he's been a champion. He knows what it's like to be a champion. He knows what it's like to win as a champion. He knows what it's like to lose as a champion. So he's a champion. But this boxing's a different situation altogether. Smith, again, behind the jab. And he's starting to rock the head back of Holzken like I said he would, because Holzken The hands are starting to come down. Smith is beginning to break Holzken down, as I was saying, with the body shots. So Timmy Holzken's just waiting for Smith to get himself against the ropes and then just unload shots. Smith slips under the right hand. Nice move from Smith there. Make the adjustment. Okay, he doesn't move his head that much, Smith, but he moved his body out of the way, the big right hand. That was nice. Uppercut again. Smith's hitting Holzken with that right uppercut now more and more often. I'd like to see Smith put the right uppercut and then throw the left hook afterwards as a combination and then come back with the right hand. Instead of just putting an uppercut there, bring the uppercut upstairs, bring the left hook in and then the right hand over the top. That would be a nice little combination, nice sequence of punches. Because Holzken wouldn't expect it. I'd like to see Smith be a little bit more creative his punch work, his punch output. Rocking. Holzken's back with a left jab. Nice body shot there from Smith. Slipped that win nicely there. And the jab again. Holzken's head being rocked back. Now the body shot. The other thing is, you know, have you got levels? Can you move? Can you change gears? So at Holzken, can you change gears? This is another question you'll be asked. At world-class boxing, you fight in one gear, you're tight, you put your hands up, you walk forward. Okay, what can you do when the guy starts stepping up a bit and starts catching your shots and starts landing more shots and starts outlanding you? What do you do then? Just keep following around the ring? Rattles 2 body shots to Smith and then a right hand, end of the round. Smith kind of taps his chest as if to say, yeah, I got this. Wish I could see, listen to commentary. Who wishes to see Callum Smith? LOL. Can't sell a ticket to save his life since realistic boxing. Smith with that bloody nose again. But again, what I like this time, he did get caught with the right hand over the top. I'll tell you something now. In close, he's just tucked up, and Holzken's gone for it. And Smith's just tucked up. Looked at him. Because Holzken just lets a combination go. Good stuff from Smith. He just tucks up. Then he just, I tell you something. George Groves is looking at this and thinking to himself, he must be thinking, God blimey, there's so many holes in this guy. Jab from Holzken rocks Smith's head back. Smith's back on it again. Round 5. I'd also like to see Smith double the left hook up to the body, actually. Right hand. Oh, it's a nice little combination from Smith there. Left jab, right hand, and then a little uppercut inside. That was nice from Smith. Right hand and right hand back from Holzken. There is a game plan from Holzken's team. Don't let me right hand over top from Holzken. Try and misread this fight for you. Holzken's team have got Holzken basically, when Smith fires off, looking to throw the right hand over top when he fires the left jab. That's the plan. Or when he gets him to the ropes, work him. But otherwise, keep tucked up and just wait for Smith to walk himself to the ropes, which he's doing now. Now he's just come off the ropes. Nice body shot from Smith. Then a right hand through the middle from Smith. Then another right hand and then another right hand. Two right hands. 1-2s. Simultaneous. 1-2, 1-2. Holzken responds with the jab. Smith's work rate has remained the same. Holzken seems to have dropped off a bit. Nice left uppercut pick from Smith. Right uppercut pick there from Holzken. Nice little combination from Smith. Holzken rattles off some body shots to Smith and then throws a right hand, short right hand over the top. Smith takes that. I really do not like, I'll say it again, I don't like Callum Smith's body language when he goes against the ropes. He's just tucking up tight, but not doing it. He tucks up tight against the ropes, but does nothing. Here comes Holzken with a right hand, and then another right hand, and Smith's just tucking up. I don't like it, though. I really don't like Smith against the ropes. Very uncomfortable body shot there from Holzken. Nice combination there from Holzken. He's having a good run here, Holzken. Smith just tucking out. Now throws a double left hook, Smith. I don't like seeing Smith on those ropes. Jab, jab, jab from Smith. And again, jab. Smith, right uppercut inside. Jab. I don't know why Smith does it. When Jet Smith jabs, he bends his back leg. He bends it. You can see he bends it before he throws the left jab to the body, or to the, when he throws the body shot, he bends the back leg. But you see, it's like it's one of his trademark moves. He drops the back leg before he throws the body shot. So Holzken with a nice combination. I know Smith's taking his round off, but Holzken has had more success throwing big body shots end of the round. You know what? I'm going to give Holzken that round. I thought it was tiring, but fair play to Holzken. I'm giving him that round. Smith did everything you don't want him to do. Pull straight back from punches, voluntarily walk yourself back to the ropes. Let the guy who's the less experienced guy get confidence. That should be going on. Again, but Miss Smith making the same mistakes from round one to this round. I mean, I'm his trainer. Listen, I'm Smith's trainer looking in the corner. I'd say to Smith, listen, watch the right hand that's coming over the top. You're throwing a jab and you're dropping your left hand low. Something wrong with the ring apron here, I think, between Smith and Holzken. I think they're fixing something here. And we're away. Away we go. Round 6. Do you know the other thing I worry about Callum Smith's career? He's fought too many guys at this level. You know what I mean? He needs to be fighting guys at a higher level. Nice body shot there from Smith. Picked it well. Nice body shot again from Smith. Holzken had a good last round. Very good last round. Smith again on the jab. Holzken just walking forward. Hands tight. Smith jabbing to the body. I'm just waiting for him to back up against the ropes, which he's going to do any minute now. He's walked off against the ropes and throws a right hand around the corner. Not enough feinting from Smith for me. Not enough feinting. Uppercut through the middle. Misses Holzken there. I'd like to see Smith do a lot more feinting with his jab. Feint a lot more. Don't just pop it out there all the time at the same speed. Feint it. You know what I mean? Feint. See what Holzken's going to do. Let Holzken commit and then hit him with the right hand. It's got to be the key. Holzken's pretty tough, though. I'll give him that. Smith back against the ropes again. Jab, jab, jab from Smith. So we're out for round 7. Smith versus Holzken. They continue to end center of the ring, same as usual. Smith right hand round the corner. Holzken coming forward still. Smith throwing the jab. Holzken trying to come forward here. Still in this round. Holzken coming forward now. Smith on the rope. Smith throws a vicious body shot there. Holzken misses the right hand over the top. Holzken's doing really well for himself considering. Thought by now Smith would have got Holzken out of there, but Holzken's proving he's tough as nails. Smith rocking Holzken back with the left jab. Smith jab, jab, jab. A nice uppercut. Pick the right uppercut well nicely there from Smith. Still trying that right hand round the corner, but it's just getting blocked all the time. Don't know why he keeps throwing it. Right hand through the middle. That's nice. Right hand. Smith ties up Holzken. Walks him back to the ropes. Nice. Right hand from Smith. Looking at Smith tonight against Holzken, this might be the reason why. Oh, good right hand over top there from Holzken. And Smith backs against the ropes. That was a nice combination. I think that slightly hurt Smith there. End of the round. Holzken punches his arms in the air. I think that right hand actually hurt Smith. Not much, but I think it hurt him. Got his attention, that's for sure. Definitely got his attention there. Again, the right hand over the top from Holzken. This is what Smith has to be careful of. I'm saying it over and over again for the whole of this fight. Right hand over the top, Smith has to be careful. If I can see from here, I can't understand how Joe Gallagher's not seen it. I mean, he's had, what, 8 rounds, 7, 8 rounds to see Holzken trying a right hand over the top? I don't understand. It doesn't make no sense to me. And I'm no professional trainer. I'm sorry, I've said this for a long time about Callum Smith, and people said I was harsh about Callum Smith. I said he's a very ordinary fighter. Anytime you heard me talk about Callum Smith, I said he's very overrated. And tonight is the evidence as to why Callum Smith has never fought anybody in the top 10. George Groves, Darrell, DeGale. I mean, let's imagine George Groves being in there, the same George Groves that fought Chris Eubank Jr. fighting Callum Smith tonight. Right hand over the top again from a Holzken. Do you know what? If Holzken ends up turning around and knocking Callum Smith out, he'd deserve it. Because you keep getting caught the same punch over and over again. And you throw the same jab all the time. You would have thought I'd get cracked with a right hand once. Okay. Get cracked with a right hand twice. Then I got to start thinking about something. I get cracked with a right hand 3 times for just doing the same move. I'm still doing the same move. And the thing is, Smith's not fainting with the jab. He's allowing someone like Holzken to get confidence in the fight. Holzken must think himself, damn. I mean, this is maybe one of the best middleweights in the world. I've got 13 fights. Right hand again from Holzken. They touch gloves. I mean, what is Smith doing? Yeah, I mean, he's got this in the bag, but what is he doing? What exactly is he doing? Yeah, there's no fainting. He's just jab. She's putting the jab. Put the jab out there. Jab. He's putting the jab out there. Holzken's going forward. Jab. I'm not seeing any creation with anything creative with Smith. If it's a jab, it's a double jab. It's the same pace it comes out all the time. Of course, that's why Holzken can be able to step in and feel no way whatsoever to just pop a right hand over the top. There he goes, just looking for the right hand. Holzken tries to work on the inside. Smith pushing off. Right hand there from Smith. You know, the other thing I do wonder, just to give Smith credit here, whether he has been injured in the past and we knew nothing about it, or he genuinely was an overrated fighter. Right hand from Smith, or he's struggling at the weight. That's a very plausible excuse. He could be struggling at weight. 6'3", fighting super middleweight. Good body shots here from Smith. Smith digging body shots in here. Holzken waiting for Smith to get against the ropes. He walked back to himself against the ropes, and here comes Holzken. Smith just waiting on the ropes for Holzken to unload, and he does. Right hand there from Holzken. Holzken smiling. Smith has a big right hand at the end of the round. Smith pulls his chin back. Jeez. You're watching this here and you're thinking to yourself, the world super middleweights. Imagine Smith being in the ring there with someone like George Groves, a puncher like Groves, who's got just a better jab than Smith. I mean, why isn't his trainer? Why isn't I don't know what Gallagher's saying, because I've got it on the volume right down. But why isn't Gallagher saying, look, feint with this guy. Don't just keep throwing the left jab over. That's a good right hand over the top from Holzken there. Don't keep throwing the same left jab all the time. You just like sticking out. Let's see some creativity. Don't just be so eager to throw a left jab at this guy. Open him up. Instead of just throwing the left jab, feint a few times. Feint, shake. Make him think you're going to throw a jab. Throw the right hand straight for the middle. When you get to throw the body shot, slip, double the body shot up. You look taller, man. Use that height, use that reach. When he gets close to ropes, tie him up. If you can't work on him, so tie the guy up. Spin him, turn him. Don't just stand there and look at him with your hands up. It's all very amateurish for a seasoned pro like Smith, who's one of the best prospects in world boxing, or one of the best middleweights in the world. His promoter would always tell you. Will try and tell me anyway. Right hand pop nicely. Smith has got good skills. Don't get me wrong. He's a good boxer. But the evidence is right here. Holzken throws a nice combination there. Nice. Good, nice combination there from Smith. Went to the body, went to the head. Nice combination from Smith. Do you know what? I've got another theory about Callum Smith. And here's my theory about Callum Smith. I think Callum Smith paces himself. So he throws X amount of punches. I'm going to throw this, and I'm going to pace myself. Do you know why? Because I think he struggles at super middleweight. I think he struggles at super middleweight. I don't know how he gets himself down to super middleweight. I think he struggles. And when you struggle to make super middleweight, like he probably is, and every fight he's fighting in the tournament, I bet he's struggling more and more at the weight. Holzken again threw 2 punches there, and something's wrong with his hand. Yep, the gloves come off. I just don't like it. I don't like Smith when he backs himself against the ropes. He puts his hands up. It's all very amateur. Puts his head down and he just lets somebody throw punches at him, and he doesn't answer back. Smith again with the jab. You look for yourselves, guys who are watching boxing and ladies who are watching tonight. How many times has Callum Smith actually fainted tonight with his jab? And how many times has Callum Smith put the jab there and allowed Holzken to throw the right hand over the top? Watch it. He's getting hit with the jab himself now. It's clean jab, Smith. Another jab by Holzken. Holzken now moving his head better than Callum Smith. I'm beginning to wonder in this fight who the 13-fight novice is, whether it's Callum Smith or Holzken. Holzken coming on strong in this round. You know what? I've got all the credit in the world to Holzken. I really have. He has boxed the best of his ability to the game plan, and he's stuck with the game plan, more or less. Can't knock Holzken. You can't knock him. You can't knock Holzken. 13 fights, basically novice in boxing. Kickboxer, what's he doing now? Oh, they're pulling him back again for the second time with his glove, and they're wrapping him up again. So the case is this. Is Holzken that good? Or is Callum Smith that bad? You decide. Again, jab again. Now, I'm still waiting for the Callum Smith feint. You watch it. Just watch it. Jab, jab, jab. And the left hand comes down. Wait for the hand to come down and wait for the right hand to come over the top. Wait for it. Wait for it. And the round's gone. Okay. We're going to play a game of this next round. We're going to play a game with Callum Smith. Is wait for the feint with Smith, and then wait for the right hand over the top from Holzken. But I don't know what Joe G is telling Smith in the corner. I've got no idea what he's telling him. Holzken tried to go down and then come upstairs. Holzken's even trying to be creative now. Bang! Look at that. I don't even like the way Callum Smith reacts to when he gets hit with a shot. I just don't like it. You know, it's almost like he seems to be shocked when he gets hit with a shot. Smith pulls his arms down, then brings them back up as if they were tired, shakes them out, and goes back to work. Round 10. 1-2 jab. Jab, jab, jab from Smith. Let's wait for the feint from Smith and wait for Holzken's right hand. Let's wait for it. Okay? Jab, jab, jab from Smith. Jab. Jab. Smith. Jab. Wait for the feint. No feint. Jab. Smith. Holzken just waiting to time the right hand over the top. Smith. Jab. Wait for him to walk back to the ropes. Holzken just walking Smith back to the ropes. Smith will voluntarily walk himself back to the ropes anyway. It's only a matter of time before Smith walks himself back to the ropes. Jab. Jab from Smith. Jab, 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 jab. Point scoring, yes. Jab. Now Holzken lands his own jab. Another jab back from Holzken. Clean. Jab, jab, right hands through the middle from Smith. Jab, 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 jab. Right hand to the body, pick from Smith. Holzken just walking him down, waiting for the opportunity to explode. Smith now used his shoulder to try to push Holzken back. That was nice. That was smart. Jab from Holzken. Rocks Smith's head back. Smith close to the ropes. Back close to the ropes now, Smith. And hold. That's good. Joe G must have said something to him about his back being against ropes. Good left hook to the body there from Holzken. That's a nice shot. Smith acknowledged it. Right hand round the corner from Smith, being blocked. Again, Smith jumps in with a left hook, which is blocked by Holzken. Holzken tried the right hand over the top there. Smith back against the ropes. Tucking up, just waiting. Again, back off the ropes. Right hand there from Holzken. Smith slipped under it. I'm still waiting for the Smith feint. It hasn't come yet. Smith jab, jab, jab. Not a feint yet from Smith. Picked an uppercut there, but left himself in position to get hit right with the right hand. Holzken throws an uppercut as well. Smith's best range is long range. Mid-range, good right hand from Smith. They picked it nicely as Holzken pulled straight back from a right hand. Comes straight back, straight out. Nice right hand. Smith's best work is when he is at long range. Middle distance, mid-distance, mid-range, and back against ropes, forget it. Terrible. But when he's long range, he's fine. Holzken just smiles at Smith. I'd be smiling at Smith too. Eubank would destroy these two. I don't know about that, mate. Tuck up, walk forward, left hook to the body. Anyone knows who the scorecard is? Smith's got the fight won, my friend. Who the hell wants to watch a Holzken versus Groves in the final? Nobody wants to see that. People want to see Callum Smith versus Groves. So unless Holzken does something tremendous in this fight, I don't see him. He might get, 115, 112, 113, something like that. But I don't see Holzken winning this fight. Getting hit with too many jabs. And while he's throwing punches, Smith is dominating with the jabs. Really, let's be honest. It's just been point scoring. It's not been great to watch, but it's doing the job. Pick, jab, jab, jab. Let's keep the jab in his face all night long. Well, that's it. Gets hit with a jab himself, the Holzken. Think to yourself, if you're George Groves and you're watching this guy, this 13-fight novice fight, Callum Smith, you're thinking to yourself as George Groves, if he can land the jab, I can land the jab. If he can land the right hand, I can land the right hand. Right, Smith tries a right hand to the body. This is round 11 of 12, if I'm right. Smith again, right hand, nice hard right hand there from Holzken. Smith just looked at Holzken as if to say, I didn't give you permission to hit me. That's not part of the script. Smith on the jab again. Jab, jab. Almost back. He's almost touching the ropes. Here comes Holzken now. Nice jab from Smith, though. Some funny sort of combination. You've heard a Jeff jab, a right hand, but then he bent his knee when he's throwing the right hand to the body, which made him lose about 3 inches. If you look at Callum Smith when he throws like certain shots, like a body shot or the right hand, if you watch Smith carefully, he tends to bend his knee, like I said, so he gives it about 2 to 3 inches. And if you actually wait for it, Smith boxes at 6'3". Body shots now. Smith against the ropes from Holzken there, threw some good body shots there. If you actually wait for it, Smith will come from 6'3" down to about 6 foot when he throws his shots. Lovely uppercut there from Callum Smith. That was class. That right uppercut was class there from Smith. Picked it beautifully. That had a body shot as well from Smith. See, Smith has got some class shots, but there are too little of them. And the way you open up a fighter like Holzken he starts seeing your shots coming because you're predictable. You're throwing the same shots at the same speed in the same place all the time. So they kind of braces themselves for the shot. They see the shots coming. But when you start feinting and start setting traps, Smith don't set no traps. But you can set traps for Smith, but Smith don't set traps. Right hand through the middle from Smith. Smith won this round. Holzken. Smith is trapped against the ropes now. Here he goes. Tucks up, throws the left hook after Smith. Holzken stops punching off the ropes. Smith's okay if you he's against the ropes and you stop punching, then he'll punch back. Last round coming up. Do you rate Holzken as top super middleweight after what you've seen today? That's a good question. No, because I've never rated Callum Smith as one of the best super middleweights in the world. So, no. I've always seen Callum Smith as European level. I've never seen him as world class. So, no. He hasn't beat anybody in the top 10 to suggest he is world class as well. That's the other problem, you see. People don't like to hear it, but it is what it is. Smith is not world class. George Go's got a smile in his face. His face is laughing. I tell you what, I'd take George Go's arm against Callum Smith. I'm not joking, and I tell you why. You think I'm joking here? All George Go's would have to do is just come take the center of the ring, wait for Smith to throw that jab, and just wait for the right hand and just throw the right hand at Smith. I'm not joking. George Go's can win this fight with one hand, the right hand. He just have to wait, and what he'll do is feint. George Go's will feint. Smith doesn't know how to feint. So George will have to wait. This is round 12 now. Nice combination there from roundhouse punches there from Holzken. Good right hand there from Smith into round 12. Again, Holzken threw the right hand over the top of Smith's jab. And he's now just good right hand there from Smith. Beautiful right hand. Picked a class shot there. But here comes Holzken. Smith's got some class shots there. Don't get me wrong. Nice right hand from Smith. Smith responded well to the right hand he took earlier in the round. But here comes Holzken. Smith against the ropes. Smith smiles. But here comes Holzken again. Piling forward. Smith gets it with another right hand. I don't see anything to smile about Callum Smith. Nothing whatsoever. But you know what? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, mate. I'm not going to be harsh. I'm going to say you're weight drained. I'm going to say that you have really very little to offer in the super middleweight division at the highest level because you're weight drained. That's what I think. I really do. I really, really do believe that. Smith doesn't look as strong as I've seen him look in the past, but it could be a credit to Holzken being tough. I don't know. Nice combination there from Smith. Straight for the middle, but here comes Holzken coming back. Smith arms down by the side as he backpedals, and here comes Holzken, right hand around the corner, and then another right hand. Smith puts his hand down by the side, and then another right hand, and then a left hook. Smith's weighing out the way of those shots. That's what I said. Smith don't know what to do when he puts combinations together like this from Holzken. Nice combination there. Smith doesn't know what to do when his back is against the ropes, and so he puts punches together as a combination. He doesn't know what to do. And here comes Holzken again. Smith waits for you to stop throwing punches, and then he explodes. Smith doesn't have a clue what to do when his back is against. Look, he's doing it all. He's showing you. Doesn't know what to do. There's a 12th and final round. I would say Holzken won the last round, but he definitely didn't win the fight. Holzken had moments in the fight, but I think Smith will win the fight. I can't see Smith losing that. I'm sorry. And George Goes takes a big sigh of relief, probably, or he's taking a big gulp of air there. Because I tell you what, Holzken can't beat George Groves. I'll tell you now, he's not beating George Groves. That's a fact. He's not beating George Groves. George Groves will give him Smith won the fight. Smith, a hype job then. It's nothing that I haven't said before. That's the thing, people. It's nothing I haven't said before about Smith. He's a good fighter. I'm not going to call him a bum because I don't like calling people bums. But Callum Smith is a good fighter. Do you know what I mean? He's a good fighter. But world class, that's a different situation altogether. That's a different situation altogether. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter. Huge question marks about him as a super middleweight and his future at super middleweight. I think Smith is really struggling at super middleweight. I think it's a very well kept secret. But I think Smith is struggling at super middleweight. I think Smith is. I don't know why. The same reason why they probably weren't moving up to light heavy is the same reason why he hasn't fought some of the top super middleweights in the world. Because you just cannot. Could you imagine Smith fighting Kovalev? Could you imagine Smith fighting Kovalev? Or Andre Ward? Or Bivol? Or Barrera? This exactly is my point. Smith going to 175 is not an option for Smith. Imagine what the crush. And that's the question. That's exactly what I just said. What would he do? I mean, so okay, Smith gets through to the final. Now, I just look. You just watch here. If I'm George Goves, I said, you know what? I just tell Smith, very simple. Hold the center of the ring. Fake your jab, fake your jab, fake your jab. Walk Smith back to ropes and let your hands go. That's it. Because Smith is not gonna throw nothing at you. Once you're loading on Smith, he's gonna throw nothing back at you. Smith will only throw. Smith is only as effective at long range, and he's effective at long range if you allow him to. You see, Smith, when he's throwing all these jabs, it's the same jab he's popping out of time. There's no feint. So you've got nothing to worry about. He's going to throw the same jab at the same speed all the time. So you just wait for Smith. Then about his second and his third jab, he's going to drop the left hand. As he drops the left hand, you bring the right hand over the top. And then once you land the right hand over the top, then he's open. Then you just steamroll him. Land the right hand, bang. And then make sure when you land the right hand, come back with left hook and then come back in with right hand. Once you hit Smith that right hand, bang, you make contact. That's the time for you to get straight into him. That's the way you fight Callum Smith, if I'm George Groves. Of course Smith has won. Can you really see them give it to Holzken? Really? Come on. Come on. You're boxing fans. You really want to see Holzken versus George Groves? No, you don't. And the money that can be made from a George Groves Callum Smith final. I'll tell you something. I would like to see Callum Smith against Chris Eubank Jr. I'm telling you, I'm joking. I would like to see Callum Smith versus Chris Eubank Jr. Because stars make fights. And what Smith hasn't got, and what Eubank has got, Eubank has got enough of him to beat Callum Smith, I think. I think Eubank Jr. beats Smith. Because Smith doesn't have, in my opinion, the versatility that a Chris Eubank Jr. has, that a George Groves has. And I think Callum Smith, if Eubank had Smith against the ropes, Eubank Jr. would steamroll him. I'm telling you. I've been banging on. Right, Smith beats him, mate. The game plan will be totally different. What do you mean the game plan's totally different? Smith only fights one way. Smith has always fought only one way in his career. What game plan? Smith hasn't got a game plan. Center ring, left jab, right hand, left hook to the body. That's it. Smith doesn't have game plans. There's no game plan with Smith. What game plan has Smith got? Keep the center of the ring, use the jab, fang the left hook to the body. That's it. There's no game plan. Blah, blah, blah. I'm falling asleep. There's no game plan. Mate, if you don't like him, don't tune in. Nobody's asking you to tune in. Blah, blah, blah. I'm falling asleep. You know what? Smith is, for me, very, 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 very basic. Very, very basic. But all the things I've been saying here, I've said it before. But shout out to Nicky Holzken, man. What a tremendous performance he's put on. He must feel pretty robbed tonight, I would have thought. I think Eubank versus Holzken, that's a good fight. Eubank wins that because Holzken will come on to Eubank. And Smith versus Eubank will beat Smith. Eubank will beat Smith. Physical strength, Eubank will beat Smith. Eubank will beat Smith. What you expect from a 6'3" lad fighting that way? I expect sitting on the ropes, he will get knocked out by Groves. It's not what I expect. It's what I've been telling people for ages. Holzken said, I came in 5 days' notice. What would I have done if I had full training for this guy? LOL. Let's hear what Callum's got to say for himself. If we can hear what he's got to say, I never can hear what you can say. Look, I'm not downrating Smith, but I'm not having people tell me he's something that he's not. He's a good.
Making sure I'm in that final few seconds, and there's a lot of pressure on me, and a lot of kickboxing that white mouth there.
Oh dear, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my dear me. Smith saying he just kept him on the jab, and he didn't take any chances because Oh dear. Smith is saying Smith is saying basically that he used a jab and he wanted to keep him out of the fight. Gee, and he just wanted to keep him. Just want to get to the final. If you just want to get to the final, I'll blow this guy away. I'm telling you something now. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Smith, he's on a very, very, very tight rope at the moment. Callum Smith, I'm telling you. But I've been saying this about Callum Smith since he fought Luke Blackledge. Since that fight, I hope a new Smith in final. He's a top lad. I do rate him. Just needs to stand that performance. Well, I don't know what Smith you're talking about. He might be John Smith bitter, but it won't be Callum Smith, mate. You're not going to get any better from Callum Smith. You're not going to get any better from Callum Smith. You're not going to get that. What you've seen there is the best of Callum Smith. As long as he's under under Joe Gallagher, that's the best of Callum Smith. That's it. Doesn't feint with the jab. Doesn't move his head. Moves straight back from punches. So Smith's best hope of this fight against George Groves is to hope and pray. George Groves, his left shoulder and his right shoulder goes, and he don't turn up. At least Callum is better than Paul Smith. He's dog shit. You know what? I'm going to say something to you about Paul Smith. You can say what you want about Paul Smith. Paul Smith was in the contender. Say what you want about Paul Smith. He fought George Groves. He fought James DeGale. He fought Arthur Abraham. He fought Andre Ward. At least that Smith brother has actually fought in the top 10. This Smith brother has fought nowhere near the top 10. I think the fight was boring. Well, I can't do anything about that, my friend. The Smith brothers are great lads, but pretty average boxers. They should stick to doing commentary work. Kell Brook, question mark. What about Kell Brook? Doesn't he fight on March March. Best decision Smith made is dropping the Durrell fight. Now at least he's going to be paid well for English clash with Groves. He still loses though. Smith wouldn't beat Lemieux. Lemieux's a middleweight. Smith is almost close to light heavyweight. He went 12 rounds with a kickboxer. Who won? No one heard of him. I think 117, 111, 117, 11, 116, 112. That's what I said. Well, that's sort of scores I expected. So Callum Smith wins. And what more can I say to you? It's what I expected. While people are in the room, please, while you're in the room, please hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the show tonight, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Groves will beat Smith with one arm. I said it, Stephen. I said it. See, won by 4 rounds. Ha ha. Groves stops Smith, just like his brother. Does her not promote Smith anymore? If Smith doesn't win a world title at super middleweight, then he has no chance of winning one when he eventually fights. Well, the thing is, I think for me, Callum Smith could have at least... See, for me, Callum Smith could have fought better opposition on his way to the Super 6 final, Super 8 final. And, you know, for whatever reason, he hasn't fought the best opposition. How poor is the Super Series compared to last one, full of world-class boxers? Harsh. I know. Some people just don't like to hear the truth. They don't like to hear you tell you the truth about certain fighters. They want you to butter up people and want me to sit down and tell you, Callum Smith's a brilliant fighter. He fought brilliantly tonight. You want me to break down a fighter? A lot of people listen to the commentary to hear the truth and honesty. Tonight, Callum Smith was poor. If you talk about him being an elite fighter, I think it's been a great... I think the Super Series has been a great... great for boxing. I think the welterweight division needs a Super 8 tournament, and very quickly, with Keith Thurman wanting to sit on his laurels and say he ain't going to fight this person, that person. There needs to be Super 8 tournament. Get Spence and Thurman and Crawford and Garcia and Porter. Get them all in. Get them all in the tournament. So again, thank you all so much for watching tonight. Please hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends about BWTM Sports. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.